you're doing your solo practice, Daniel,
Yeah.
what do you tend to work on? If you could explain to me.
I might start on something like the lineup like we're doing here. But I will try and make it a bit more difficult where I might either give myself so many goes to clear it up or try and clear it up so many times in a row. Or try and take all the balls in order to try and help improve the cue ball control.
Right.
I'll always try and have some kind of target in mind.
Yes. It's important, isn't it?
Talked about, because otherwise I think you're just kind of going through the motions a little bit and not really gaining anything from playing. So as we've been trying to make changes, I've found it easier to try and do the simpler routines while still thinking about certain things. But another example might be setting up the reds, opening the pack up a little bit and just seeing what I can make from putting the cue ball wherever. Maybe have 10 goes at that and see what I'll make on average. And I'm guessing that a lot of players would actually think that it'd make quite a high amount with the balls being over 10 times the amount, but it's actually quite difficult to keep consistently making breaks even over 30 or 40.
Yeah. Well, one of the things I've always believed, right, and like to get your thoughts on it, is, shall we call it, say, deliberate practice. You know, if you are putting 4 hours of practicing where you're just potting balls or loosely called playing around, messing around to some point, or you have 1 hour of really deliberate practice where I'm trying to achieve a target. You know, would you agree with me that the 1 hour of deliberate practice, purposeful practice, is better than, say, 4 hours where you're just playing at the game, you know?
Well, they always say quality over quantity.
Yeah.
And I'd have to agree with that. You get a lot. I find myself after I've played for so many hours sometimes on my own, I need a break. Yeah. It's sometimes it's so intense that you just lose your concentration, start making mistakes for no reason whatsoever. So you just need that 10-15 minutes to kind of recoup your thoughts a little bit. And
I agree with it. I agree.
It's actually quite intense on the brain. It's trying to, especially if you're doing it properly, you say, you'd actually deliberate practice. And you've got to be harsh for yourself as well. You've got to, I think, as an example, if you try to clear up the lineup, say 3 times in a row, if you miss, then you have to start again from 0, because it kind of then replicates what it's going to be like in a match. As well. Trying to put yourself under a little bit of pressure, but then it's a way of being punished for you making your mistake.
So one of the things, if I'm getting the drift of what you're saying there, your intention is to clear the lineup 3 times on the trot.
Yeah.
Well, you've done it twice, and now you're halfway through the 3rd attempt, and you've got we'll just say, a slightly tricky black, to finish off. You're sort of encompassing the fact that is
match ball.
That is match ball. That's the pressure that you're going to, that's good. So if you miss that black, not only have you missed the black, you'd probably practice that black again just to make sure you've got it right, but you would start on the 1st attempt again, right back to number 1. That is pressure. And that's about the only way, really, unless anybody can come up with any better ideas, of replicating the pressure that you're going to get in matches. You've got to sort of set yourself a target and achieve that target. And if you don't achieve it, go back to the beginning until you do damn well achieve it.
Yeah, it can be frustrating at times, but that's a good thing.
Yeah, good lad. Well done. Yeah.
Yeah, you could even be starting on first red on the 3rd attempt, and all of a sudden you lose a bit of concentration, you miss it, and you're like, I've got to start again now. I can't believe it. Absolutely devastated.
Yeah, good.
And it just replicates what would happen in a match. If you get that chance, you need to be able to take it.
Yeah.
And maybe even while you're actually, when you've won a few frames in a row, it's still important to keep that pressure on. like you could be 2-0 up, and then all of a sudden you miss an easy ball, and it's 2 each.
Yeah.
You don't want to be doing that if you can help it.
Very true.
Like that.
It's difficult when you're talking to me as well, Daniel. I've got it. Don't worry about it.
Maybe the concentration's a little bit wayward. But I'm still, like, I think partly for me, I'm still thinking, and I should be doing this in practice, I'm still thinking, oh, my grip needs to be in the right place, my hand needs to be relaxed, I need to, like, flare the fingers and use the wrist more, and sometimes that's going through my head while I'm practicing on my own.
Yeah.
And I'll miss something like that because I don't think your brain can cope with that much kind of thought.
Yeah.
It also shows how tough this game is at times.
Say that again, sorry?
It also shows how tough this game can be at times as well.
Yes. Yeah.
What looks like a relatively simple pot.
Yep.
It's not always.
You also include rest play practice in your sessions?
Yeah, I probably won't do rest play every single day. I try and have a lot of matches with, obviously I'm quite fortunate where I play, that there's a lot of good players.
Yeah.
So, like, I can play, and rest shots will come up in all that anyway, naturally.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just try and make sure that I'm getting through straight like any other shot. Set up a few straight ones, set up a few off straight where you might be. It's like them connecting shots where you might have a red near cush. You've just either got to drop it in or stand it on and off at cush foot black, that kind of thing, or just shots that might come up quite regular. Even though I've got a good practice base at the Northern, I'll always try and go somewhere else, travel, play some like professionals, like like there's a few in Sheffield, Nottingham, and there's sometimes go to academies.
Yeah.
Sheffield.
Yeah.
It's always good practice. And even at places like that, the cloths are never perfect, unless they've just been redone.
Yeah.
Again, you have to be able to adjust. I managed to play qualify for a few events in China last season, and the cloths there seem to play heavier because of the humidity. So again, that's something you need to be able to adjust.
Yeah.
I suppose the more you do it.
Well, yeah, and the other fact is, I suppose, you get drawn against a top player, and you're not used to the conditions. You're not used to be playing these top players, and that's all the learning process in terms of adapting, but also getting used to the pressure of playing these top players.
Exactly. I mean, I've not had a massive deal of experience of playing the top players, but obviously I know a lot of people that do. And they say there's even a big difference between like the main TV table and the qualifying tables.
Yeah.
Again, that's something you've got to adjust to.
Well, I think that's down to the heaters under the table, which all the tables have, and these are tour events, but they don't have the lighting that the TV channel tables have, and that produces its own heat, doesn't it?
Creates a lot of extra heat, which draws moisture out of the cloth and makes it play better.
Yeah, lovely. But as you say, you've got to get used to it.
Well, at the end of the day, that's where I want to be.
Yes.
I want to be putting myself in the limelight more often.